Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Reese and I'm so glad you're here. If you've ever felt like you've been in a lifelong battle with your weight, then I have a feeling you're going to understand what I'm about to share. I'm a 47-year-old woman and I'm about to do something I've never truly done before. Make a real honest attempt at healing my body and my relationship with food. I'm starting a new movement where I'm combining principles from Mediterranean, Paleo, Keto, and Carnivore diets, guided by one core belief. Our Heavenly Father provided all we needed to thrive. I believe our health issues stem not from the whole foods He gave us, but from the man-made ingredients that have infiltrated our diets. I've decided to pick up the camera and share my journey with all of you, the good, the bad, and the struggles. I'm calling this movement the Rooted Way because I want my body and my mind to be rooted in our Heavenly Father and what He provides, not what man has destroyed. My struggle with my weight isn't new to me, and probably not for a lot of you. I can't remember a time when I wasn't aware of it, and not in a good way. When I look back at pictures from when I was younger, I see that I was slender. I wore a size 6, size 8, but because I was always told that I was fat, I believed it. Those words became my reality and set me on a path of constantly feeling like I needed to be smaller. Then 25 years ago, I got pregnant, which made my body change in a way that I didn't quite understand. My belly just stayed pregnant looking. For years, I looked like I was pregnant, never truly understanding what was going on. My belly just started to look more and more pregnant every single year. My belly is not jiggly, but it is hard. The number of times that people would innocently ask me when I was due is something I can't even count. And quite frankly, it's embarrassing and disheartening. My honest answer is I look at them with a smile and just say, I'm not pregnant. I'm just fat. Making light of it. But yes, it is hurtful. It wasn't until just recently that I finally got an answer of what was going on with my stomach. I found a decent doctor who actually listened to me. He explained that I have a very common condition called diastasis recti, which is a separation of the abdominal muscles that often happen during pregnancy. After all those years of blaming myself of what's going on in my belly, what's happening, what is going on, I finally got a real medical explanation. It wasn't just in my head. So this brings me to today. I've tried every diet you can possibly think of. I would lose weight, but I could never keep it off. It was this constant, exhausting cycle. But through all of those attempts, I learned something really important about myself. When I quit things cold turkey, it actually is worse for me. My biggest struggle is trying to allow things back into my food slowly. It's like a switch. And it's so much harder for me to find the breaks. It's just easier for me to ease off certain foods than to try to allow them back into my food supply in moderation. As I've been getting ready for this journey, I've been doing a ton of my own research, and what I have uncovered is very unsettling. I've learned that so many of the foods readily available to us are directly linked to our health problems, and yes, that absolutely includes our struggles with weight. It seems that here in America, the FDA and Big Pharma are working together, and not for our benefit. There's a serious lack of independent oversight. From what I can see, the FDA is allowing things like bioengineered foods, what we know as GMOs, and other man-made ingredients into our food supply. And why? It looks like so the pharmaceutical companies can then come and sell the drugs to treat their very illness these foods are causing. And even their drugs will cause more problems, and it creates a very vicious cycle. I don't blame our doctors. They go in to actually try to help people. But the problem is that schools that provide medical degrees are heavily funded by the same big pharmaceutical companies that want to promote their drugs. So you have to ask yourself, what's their agenda? What are they teaching our future doctors about food and nutrition? What are they teaching our doctors to force on us to make it seem like we're better, but really making it much worse? I know people like RFK are fighting to get things like artificial dyes removed from our foods, and I'm so grateful for that. But he has a gigantic task ahead of him. This isn't a new problem. My research indicates that this has been going on since the early 1900s, maybe even earlier. It's a massive systematic issue, and for me, it just reinforces my decision to opt out, to go back to the source and eat whole, natural foods that our Heavenly Father provides. My goal here is so much, much more than a number on a scale, and yes, I'm going to show you my weight. Of course, I want to feel better in my clothes, but more than that, I want to heal my body from the inside out. I want to have the energy to run around with my dogs again. I want to be able to go up the stairs without being out of breath. I want to finally break free from the diet cycle that has been a part of our lives for so long. If any of my story resonates with you, I would be so honored if you would subscribe and join me on this journey. Let's support each other. Leave me a comment below and tell me a little about your own experiences. What has worked for you? What have you struggled with? I would love to build a community here where we can be honest and lift each other up. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to my story. I'm excited. I'm a little nervous, but I'm ready. Let's do this.